exit 23. You were buying coffee, I was buying gasoline. You laughed when my card wouldn't swipe that day. Said, guess the universe wants you to stay. Love like that don't fade, it burns like a match on a midnight back road turn. From a slow dance in a stranger's bar to your name on a keychain hanging in my car. We were young, we were wild, we were lean on love. Put your hand on my knee, said this is enough. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. We moved in half a mile from your folks. Hand-me-down sofa, hand-me-down jokes. Painted every room with a cheap old brush. You got blue on your nose, I fell harder at once. Love like that don't need much cash, just a box spring bed and a grocery sack, a crooked mailbox and a coffee cup. You steal from the diner when the sun comes up. We were broke, we were tired, we were counting change, but your head on my chest made it all feel straight. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You cried on the porch with that phone in your hand. Said the doctor just called, we need a new plan. I held you so close, felt you come undone. Swore on that railing we'd still see the sun. Every hard word, every slam door, every long night on the cold wood floor, I kept thinking as your shoulders shook, this ain't the end, it's a brand new book. Love like that walks through the fire, through the hard news calls and the worn out tires, through the what ifs and the sleepless nights, through the quiet car rides and the strangled fights. We were scared, we were small, we were losing ground, but your voice in the dark was my favorite sound. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. Year 5 hit like a freight train storm. Dishes in the sink, clothes never warm. You were working late, I was gone all week. 2 ghosts in a house, too tired to speak. Then one day you slammed the drawer, said, what are we even doing this for? I dropped my keys by the kitchen light, said I'm here right now, let's choose tonight. Love like that don't run, it stays. Pours another cup and it learns your name. In the silence, it still leans in, says tell me the truth, where do we begin? We were worn, we were sore, we were paper thin, but your eyes met mine and I saw you again. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. I still see you in that gas station glow. First hello, first I don't know. Every mile, every wrong turn sign, somehow all of them led to your side. Now the kids in the yard leave their bikes in the drive. You tap on the glass just to keep them alive. There's a streak of gray running through your hair. You roll your eyes, I swear I still stare. Some folks say it all fades fast, that the good days live in the distant past, but your laugh in the lines at the edge of your eyes looks better now than July sky. Love like that grows, it bends, puts deeper roots in the hard-packed sand, through the cracked phone screens and the late-night bills, through the sick day calls and the quiet pills. We got dents, we got scars, but we're still right here, and your hand in mine feels brand new each year. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You in a window, on the glass. I'm counting blessings, you're counting.
Pouring whiskey at the Rusty Nail, name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign, just another lost soul stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turn every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, call me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed at the ink on my busted arm, said that crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin and drew a little star right where this town is on the map so far. Said, boy, sometimes the place you're running from holds the key. Cause you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you called me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. Next week, Sunday, we were skipping church, tailgate pew on a riverbank perch, sunburn and holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in a stream, said love ain't luck, it's a long haul dream. I said if you're the journey, this fool has found home. You put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of start. Yeah, you called me falling apart by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups and a dashboard, Lord, changing the ashtray blankets in the back. Your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio loud, let the miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new, all those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put back roads on my heart. I ain't saying it's easy, we fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah, you slam that pan on the stove, I swear I'm sleeping in my truck, but one soft sorry from your lips and I'm staying for good, baby, that's our kind of luck. There was a night by your daddy's land, you said these fields are all I understand, thought I see regret hiding in your eyes. But you pointed out where the oak tree grows, said right there's where the good stuff shows, roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan, you just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you took that runaway paw, set it down on your porch in the yard. You put back roads on my heart. Now those baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair, little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on the payment but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes, making up stories when it kitchen paint, just like the gift that summer when the world felt fresh as rain. Your mama's apron on the hook, the scent of biscuits warm, and outside the cicadas humming through the coming storm. We were young, we were foolish, we were brave, we were bold. A story in the making, waiting to unfold. Oh, that faded photograph, creased right down the middle, and with his shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges, and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, promise heaven made. We walked down to the creek bed, to where the willows hung so low, and watched the meadows dark and shimmer in the current's gentle flow. You point out every wildflower, give each one a silly name, while I carve our initials in a sycamore tree's frame. That tree's still standing tall now, a testament to time, just like the love we planted, a seedling souls to blind. Evenings on the porch when the crickets starting their tune, talking about our future beneath the harvest moon. You lay your head upon my chest, I'd feel your steady beat, swearing we'd conquer mountains with calloused hands and feet. You didn't have much money, just a whole lot of hope, and a love that felt as boundless as a sky's wide endless scope. Oh, that faded photograph, creased right down the middle, you with your shy smile, me with my old fiddle. Time might blur the edges, and the colors might all fade, but the memory of your hand in mine, that's a promise heaven made. Yeah, promise heaven There came the lean years when the crops just wouldn't grow, the worry etched around your eyes, a silent weary show. But you never once complained, never let your spirit thin, always found a silver lining right up till the very end. You'd hum a gospel hymn low while patching up my jeans, the strongest woman I ever knew, it truly seems. To that small town wedding, hair pinned up but your heart half gone. Said you came for the free champagne, not to watch two kids hang on. I was leaning on the back pew laughing, boots too loud on the old wood floor. You rolled your eyes when I tipped my hat, still you didn't walk out the door. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, your picture on my dash, your name's in the sand. You were just passing through, I was stuck in this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, look where we stand. You said love was a burned out porch light, moths and bad choices gathered there. I said love was a dime of coffee, stronger when somebody cared. We split fries in that vinyl booth, stayed till they stacked the chairs. You stirred sugar in that midnight cup like you were counting on your prayers. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, you're coating my truck, you're dressing my band. You were set on the road, I was tied to this land. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Baby, I never had a plan. Your mama called me trouble in denim, your daddy just stared at my tires. Said a man who's always chasing the horizon leaves a trail of quiet fires. I stood there on your gravel driveway, hands empty, heart too full. Said, sir, I ain't much on talking, but I'll do the long hard pull. You reached for my fingers like you always do when you're scared. Every storm that's ever hit this town felt smaller when you were there. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, two chairs on the porch, one promise we planned. You were scared to believe, I was scared I'd just stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Yeah, we both took a stand. We had a fight about the bills of winter. He said low and the night said long. You said love don't pay these meters, I said love still writes a song. You threw my old flannel at me, said I'm tired of being strong. I wrapped it round your shaking shoulder, said it's alright to feel wrong. You cried into my faded collar, mumbled, what if this all falls through? I whispered, every time the world feels small, it gets bigger when I hold you. We fell asleep to a ticking furnace, moonlight on the hallway floor. Woke up tangled in the quiet truth, we weren't fighting anymore. There was dust on my boots, gold on your hand, past two notes on the fridge, big dreams in the pan. You were doubting the map, I was drawing our land, but there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. We keep doing what we can. Spring came up through the cracks in the driveway, dandelions where the snow had been. You laughed at the weeds like old friends, said look how they still get in. We planted a row of stubborn roses right by that leaning fence. You said if they can bloom in this hard red clay, maybe love can just make sense. Your hair pulled back in a red bandana, hands covered in dirt and rain. I thought if I lose every acre I've got, I still can't afford your pain. Now there's dust on my boots, gold on your hand, you laugh in the yard, you ring like a brand. You were testing the soil, I was learning to stand. Now there's dust on my boots and gold on your hand. Oh, this rough little land. 4th of July on the football bleachers, hand-me-down fire in the sky. You leaned in. You were pouring that third cup of coffee, Saturday crowd half asleep, sun sneaking in through the blinds there, dust dancing over your cheeks. You laughed at my worn-out ball cap, said, boy, that thing's seen some roads. I said, yeah, but I ain't seen nothing like you in this old zip code. I didn't know love till that cheap cafe, till cream and sugar and your first name tag. You wrote your number on a napkin, hand kinda shook. I kept it in my wallet like a worn-out book. Now every time that sunrise hits just right on me, I go right back to that corner booth, table 3. Didn't know love till you smiled across that coffee stain. You were working 2 jobs and a night class. I was fixing up trucks down the road. We'd meet in the parking lot half past, counting our quarters like gold. Talked about getting out someday, but we never had much of a plan. Just a beat up Ford and a mixtape, and your fingers laced in my hand. I didn't know love till you hit on my arm. Rear view full of nothing, just a long stretch of dark. Radio crackling, but we sang our own words. Two scared kids trying to sound sure. Now when I see a long road running out so free, I'm back in that truck, you're humming off key. Didn't know love, didn't know love, didn't know love till you fell asleep. Trust in me. Your daddy said, son, she deserves better. Stared a hole straight through my shoes. I said, sir, I ain't got much money, but I swear I'll never quit choosing her, win or lose. He looked at you standing beside me, hair pinned up, hands in a fist. Then his voice got low and shaky when he said, take care of my kid. We didn't have a big church, just a borrowed white dress. Your mama cried in the front row. I was trying to steady my breath. I didn't know love till that courthouse ring. 40 bucks in my pocket, but it felt like a king. Your I do barely whispered, but it shook my bones. We walked out laughing, calling 4 walls home. Now every time I hear some old vows on TV, I remember your hand trembling, saying them to me. Didn't know love, didn't know love till forever sounded that sweet. First winter, the pipes all froze on us. We slept in our coats for a week. You burned the toast, I killed the heater. We both just stared and then screamed. And you started laughing in that kitchen, barefoot on that cracked linoleum floor. Said, if this is the worst it gets, babe, we're gonna make it, I'm sure. Summers you planted them daisies out by the rusted front gate. I got that second shift promotion. You taped my name up on the fridge with some tape. We dance in your old warm pajamas to some slow song humming through the wall. You'd stand on my feet like you always did, like we were kids in a high school hall. I didn't know love till we had nothing left, just a leaky roof, 2 beating chests, eating cold beans on a card table, laughing till 2, saying one day this'll be the good old days, wanted you and me too. Now when the bills pile up and the world seems mean, I see you swaying in that yellow porch light beam. Didn't know love, didn't know love till broke felt rich with you and me. We've been rich, we've been poor, we've slammed a few doors, we said some words we didn't mean, but you're still that girl with the coffee ink on your finger smiling at me. So if this old truck quits tomorrow and the bank comes calling our name, you can take all I've ever borrowed, just leave me your heart.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another damn day, just like the last one. Nothing changed, except the ache inside growing deeper still. This hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Remember that old diner nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers fading in the wind, now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Fading night, this empty road stretches miles and miles ahead. Just me and this guitar and words left unsaid. Every song on the radio talks about forever, makes me wanna smash it. Never ever never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you. You were pouring cheap wine in a jar with my name, bare feet on my dash, well, I can never be tamed. July wind in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart, through every wrong turn, slow burn every stop and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, chasing every star, but all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart. Line sign, the saws fighting at night. You said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. Slam the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat, make it feel too near. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. She talked about muddy, never fireflies. I missed your porch light, I missed that cracked swing, how you'd hum old hymns more out of tune than me. Tried to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline, but every highway exit sign spelled out your name to me. I took the long way down that back road to your heart, through every wrong turn. my last take, here's my last chance. Pulling into your driveway, asked her for that dance. You smile, say, took you long enough. Then you climb into my arms. Guess I was always getting back road to your heart.
Walked in, boots loud on that old pine floor, sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. You laughed once, made the jukebox skip a beat, spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by the leaning sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time downshifted while you traced your glass that way. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. You kicked off both boots on the dashboard bare, went tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said, don't drive straight, let's get a little bit lost. Take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. You said, yeah, I've heard that one, but your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this fun. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs thin. You said, kill the lights a minute, let the quiet pour in. We listened to the frogs and the ticking heat. You slid across that cracked bench seat till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you'd broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said, I ain't good to stay. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hella finding ways to fix what's bent, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the bed of this truck is hauled every kind of load. I got room for all your baggage, we can spread it down this road. Come on. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full, I got enough to love you all the way. Maybe love ain't some big fire, maybe it's a slow burn. Maybe it's the way you laugh every time we miss a turn. Maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold, the way you bite your lip when you're scared of getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. It's every tiny Tuesday that keeps me afloat. Years later, same bar, same scuffed up floor. Your boots a little more faded, kids' crayons on the door. You walk in, balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night, my old truck in the background, tailgate
tailgate full of fireflies. We traded some dirt roads for mortgage lines, but you still steal my hat when I got it mown. Oh, come on.
Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick stain from last July. Sun sleeps through the curtain, dust just dances in the light. Your sweater on the chair back, one sleeve hanging to the floor. Funny how the little things still wait for you at my door. And I'm still in love with you. Same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on through somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a front porch, to that sundress, to the way your name still sounds. I still park in the same spot underneath that busted sign, where you laughed about the letters, swore they'd fall on us in time. We grab flies from Mickey's Deli, drive out where the blacktop ends, watch the headlights disappear, talk like we were more than friends. As I'm still in love with you, same old song, same worn boots. Every road I walk on somehow leads me back to you. I tried to move on, tried this town, but every street just circles around. To a bonfire, to your soft hands, to the way your name still sounds. Oh. Mama still says she sees me buying gas out Highway 10. She just smiles and says, you know, son, she talks about you now and then. I just nod and change the subject, talk about weather, talk about rain. But when I'm driving home alone, every drop spells out your name. Tell me, do you still remember a September County Fair? You got stuck up on the Ferris wheel when paint bone in your hair. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. Same blue eyes, same old truth. Every plane I'm walking through feels like it was meant for two. I try to move on, drive this town, but every turn just doubles down on that gravel road, on that first kiss, on the way your name still sounds. I heard you got that big job, 2 states and a world away. You always said you chased those dreams. I always hoped that I'd still stay. Baby, that's why I'm standing in this quiet kitchen now, talking to your photograph like you're gonna turn around.
said. I still keep your favorite liquor stacked up by the TV stand. Sometimes I let that needle ride, pretend you're dancing with my hand. Bare feet on these old floorboards, you'd spin and crash into my chest, laughing like the world was small. And we already had the best, 'cause I'm still in love with you, more than ever, more than you. Every scar and every bruise just ties me tighter to let true. I try to move on, drive this town, but every green just wears me down. To that soft smile, to that soft sound of the way your name still sounds. Yes, I'm still in love with you. Yes, I'm still in love with you.
Met you in a bar off Highway 9. Neon on your face, but your eyes were kind. You laughed in my boots, said they've seen some roads. I said yeah, but tonight they're yours to hold. 2 cheap beers and a George Strait song. You were humming off key, so I sang along. We were both a little lonely, a little too true. Didn't know I was meeting the end of my blues. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway, halfway home to you. You said I don't trust words, boys talk too sweet. I said give me some time and a front porch seat. So we sat there late watching fireflies drift. You let down your guard like a slow sunrise shift. You told me about scars that you never show. Your dad and his bottle, how you had to grow too fast, too soon in a small town storm. I held your hand, promised to keep you warm. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway, halfway home to you. Remember that winter when the pipes all burst? We were broke as jokes on my faded work shirt. You were dancing in socks on that flooded floor. Said if this is love, I don't need much more. We wrapped up in quilts that your mama stitched. Heat turned off, but the moonlight switched. On every dream we were scared to chase, you drew a little house, scribbled our last name, and you asked me quiet, do you see this too? I laughed through the shiver, said I only see you. We didn't have much, but we had that night. Fingers laced tighter than the dark and the light. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take We fought in the kitchen about a week-long trip. You wanted that ocean, I was glued to that gig. I said, baby, I'm trying to make life right. You said, life's right here, can we leave tonight? It slammed doors, sharp words we didn't mean. Your eyes got quiet like a Winterfield scene. I sat on the steps, hands in my hair. You came down with a suitcase and a whispered prayer. But you set the bag by the front porch light and said, I'm still here, so let's get this right. We drew up a list on a napkin ring, number one on the page, we choose us each thing. We learned to say sorry before it blew up. Swap pride for peace, poured it back in our cup. We were building a bridge over stubborn ground. Each I love you was another plank down. Now I'm halfway home to you. Every mile marker feels like something new. Got your picture on my dash, heart beating like it might just crash. You're my map, my sign, my view. Every road I take runs straight to you. I was lost, I was passing through. Now I'm halfway home to you. One day we'll be old on that same front porch, you in your sweater, me with my torch, still lighting up candles on your late night cake, still holding you close when your bones might. You showed up late to your sister's wedding, hair pinned up with a pencil you found, boots in your hand, heels in your purse, laughing too loud, spinning around. You said these boots ain't even mine, I just kinda borrowed their shine. I thought if that's how you treat a living, how you gonna handle a heart like mine? But you took my hand like Sunday morning, soft and sure and a little shy. You said, I don't dance, but I'll try for you under those cheap string lights. Now every step's a small forever, every song keeps turning into one more try. I guess I was wrong about borrowed boots, 'cause you've been walking with me all this time. Summer rolled in on a rusted Chevy. You pulled up, radio stuck on one song, window stuck too, so you had to shout, get in, this drive won't be long. We got lost twice past Miller's pasture, gravel popping, fireflies in flight. You pointed out every house you wanted, I just watched your face in the porch light. You took my doubts like Sunday laundry, hung them out in the open sky. You said, let the wind say what it wants to, we just watch those minutes drive. Now every mile's a soft confession, every back road turns into a sign. Guess I was wrong about borrowed time, 'cause you make every second feel like mine. Your mama cried when the dog got older, you held her hand on the kitchen floor. I fixed we poured it out, fill my cup with light. You said we can't keep anything forever, but we can hold on to tonight. Now every ache's a kind of blessing, every crack lets me see your fire. Guess I was wrong about breaking both things. You turned my pieces into something right. We've had slam doors, late night phone calls, rain in the bedroom where the roof leaked through. We've had birthdays I almost ruined, saying the wrong thing at the worst time too. But somehow you keep choosing this crooked road with all its signs. You keep showing up in borrowed boots, and somehow they fit just fine on you. So take my name like Sunday letters, written slow on a back porch line. You said I ain't perfect, but I'm trying. I said perfect never crossed my mind. Now every scar's a secret language, every laugh's a little proof we survive. Guess I was wrong about stories ending, 'cause ours keeps adding one more line. We got a place with a leaning mailbox, paint flakes off when the seasons change. You plant flowers in crooked circles, say I like them wild, can't keep them tame. There's a dent in the fridge from moving day where we dropped it and almost cried. Now it's our favorite stupid memory of how we learn as we collide. You take my days like Polaroids, baby, shaking color into every frame. You said we're gonna age, might as well enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine. Storm came through on a Monday evening, lightning walking across the field. Power went out, you found some candles, said guess our plans are kinda sealed. We played cards till the deck got tired, told old stories in that waxy glow. You traced a heart on the dusty table, whispered there's something you should know. You took my breath like sudden thunder, held it close and let it go slow. You said if you aim you out, don't dare enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another day, another damn maze. This old truck coughing and spitting, engine light on my soul quitting, just like it did on me. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. Remember that old porch swing, summer nights the crickets would sing. Your hand in mine felt so right, now just a ghost in the fading light, haunting every damn dream. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness.
say time heals all wounds, but this ain't no simple bruise. This is a canyon deep and wide, nowhere left for my heart to hide. Just echo of your name. Empty bottles on the floor don't taste like nothing anymore. Radio plays a sad old tune, howling at the pale damn moon, just like a fool for you.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another day, another damn maze. This old truck coughing and spitting, the engine light on my soul quitting, just like you did on me. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. Remember that old porch swing, summer nights the crickets would sing. Your hand in mine felt so right, now just a ghost in the fading light, haunting every damn dream. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn this ain't no simple bruise. This is a canyon deep and wide, nowhere left for my heart to hide. Just echo of your name. Empty bottles on the floor don't taste like nothing anymore. Radio plays a sad old tune, howling at the pale damn moon, just like a fool for you. Sunrise burning through the ground, another day, another dollar wasted time. Same old streets, same old sign. Nothing changes, nothing moves on this assembly line.
My heart's a wrench turning slow, rust on the gears, nowhere to go.
But then you walked in, a flicker, a spark, a new spin. Oh, this rust belt heartbreak, yeah, this rust belt heartbreak, tearing me down, building me up, for goodness sake, this rust belt heartbreak. Oh, this rust belt heartbreak,
soften out the night. Shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Every promise, every fight felt like giving up on what was wrong or right.
My spirit a busted fuse. Nothing left to gain, nothing left to lose. But then your eyes met mine, a whiskey sunrise, a perfect sign. Oh, this rust-belt heartbreak. Yeah, this rust-belt heartbreak. Tearing me down, building me up. For goodness sake, this rust-belt heartbreak. Oh, this rust-belt heartbreak. Breaking the mold for love's sweet sake.
Sunrise burning through the haze. Another damn day. Just like the last one, nothing changed except the ache inside. Growing deeper still, this hollow space you left, nothing can fill. Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Remember that old diner, coffee black and strong, laughing at nothing. Where did we go wrong? Promises like whispers, fading in the wind. Now just echoes. Where do I begin? Oh, this love, this damn love, tangled up like barbed wire, cutting deep, yeah, burning like a wildfire. Oh, this love, this damn love, a highway to nowhere, just dust and ghosts hanging in the air. Thought I saw your shadow, just a trick of light. Fooling myself again, lost in the fading night. This empty road stretches miles and miles ahead, just me and this guitar, and words left unsaid. Every song on the radio talks about forever, makes me want to smash it. Never, ever, never. They don't know the feeling of a heart ripped in two, still searching for something, lost without you.
pouring whiskey at the rusty nail. Name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign. Just another lost soul, stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of start. Yeah, you caught me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed to think on my busted arm, said back a crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere, except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin, drew a little star, right where this town is on the map so far. Said, boy, sometimes the place you're running from holds the key. 'Cause you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, the flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of star. Yeah, you caught me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put that roads on my heart. Next week Sunday, we were skipping church, tailgate pew on a riverbank perch, sun burning holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in the stream, said love ain't love, it's a long haul dream. I said, if you're the journey, this fool's found home. You put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, the flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of start. You took every broken part by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups in a dashboard, Lord, changing the ashtray, blankets in the back, your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio live like a miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new, all those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of start. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put back roads on my heart.
I ain't saying it's easy. We fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah. You slam that pan on the stove, I swear I'm sleeping in my truck. But one soft sorry from your lips, I'm staying for good. Baby, that's our kind of luck. It was that night by your daddy's land. You said these fields are all I understand. Thought I'd see regret hiding in your eyes, but you pointed out where the oak tree grows. Said right there's where the good stuff shows. Roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan. You just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put back rolls on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of star. You took that runaway part, sat it down on your porch in the yard. You put back roads on my heart. Now there's baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair, little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on a payment, but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes, making up stories.
Dust motes dance in the window light across the worn-out kitchen floor. Another Tuesday, another night, just like 100 nights before. The kettle whistles soft and low, a comfort in the quiet air. A faded photograph, you know, is resting on the armchair there. You and me that summer day, down by the creek beneath the willow tree. Your grin was wide, you looked my way, as happy as a soul could be. I just caught a bluegill on the line. You swore it was the biggest one you'd seen. My hair was long, your hand in mine, a perfect sun-drenched youthful scene. Just hope and dreams, a leaky roof, a rusty fort, but richer than a king it seems. With every single word you poured into my ear, your whispered plans of children, chickens and a little farm held tight within your calloused hands. We'd weather every coming storm.
I trace the crease right through your face, where time has bent the paper thin. A silent tear finds its own space and slowly starts to trickle in. It blurs the edges just a bit, like memory does with passing years, but can't erase the joy, the grit, the laughter, and the shared out tears. Oh, faded photograph, it's all I've got to hold you close, though you're long gone. A silent promise, never forgot, it keeps me strong from dusk till dawn. This faded photograph, it tells our tale of simple love through thick and thin, against the wind, through sun and hail. It's where our forever still begins. The scent of pine, the smell of rain still brings your presence to my mind. A familiar ache, a gentle pain, a love like ours is hard to find. I hear your boots upon the porch, even though the steps are empty now. A phantom warmth, a flickering torch, illuminating how and when and why and why.
Met you by the ice machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, guess I'm in luck. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for
nights we made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right, 'cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad smiling face in Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your lap. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. Your braided hair I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever, family choir singing together. From red clay ruts to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling, now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever, yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay ruts to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather. From red clay ruts to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete.
You were pouring cheap wine, hear the jar with my name, bare feet on my dash, like you'd never be tamed. July wind in your hair, sunburn on my arm. You were laughing too loud, I was falling too hard. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every step and stop.
said, boy, you don't listen, you just think you're right. I slammed the door, truck in gear, dust cloud in my mirror. Put your jacket on my seat, made you feel too near. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every stop and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartaches, chasing every star. But all those small town miles just led me back road to your heart. Back road to your heart. Met a girl in the city, high heels, high rise. But she talked about money, never fireflies. I miss your porch light, I miss that curtain swing. How you'd hold hands more out of tune than me. Tried to outrun your memory, burning through the gasoline. But every highway exit sign spilled out your name and me. I took the long way down that back road to your heart. Through every wrong turn, slow burn, every stop and start. I drove through heartbreak, heartache, turning in dark. 'Cause every mile that scares us just stitches us in the dark. Back road to your heart. Well, here's my last tank, here's my last chance. Pulling into your driveway, ask you for that dance. You smiled, took you long enough, then you climbed into my arms. Guess I was always headed back road to your heart. Back road to your heart. Sunrise, painting the sky, another day dawning. Empty coffee cup, just like my heart was before you walked in. Kicked up dust and hold you. Yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert bloom. Love, hard to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. Wind whispers your name through the dry corn stalks. Used to hear nothing, just the lonely howl. Now a melody
wait on